Good morning, happy Monday. What a beautiful day. Definitely in fall already, which is crazy. Right, so today, day in the life of. This morning I'm gonna try to do some planning before we have a couple of just touch points today, 9:30, a marketing meeting. Give everybody the plan, know everybody, the same page, 10 o'clock management meeting, 11 o'clock worldwide mastermind with our therapists from all over the world and our staff from all over the world. And then a couple of things here, a couple of updates for you. Remember last week we told you all about that lead that we got from the email from Victor's videos on our real estate channel. And so followed up with him, he's a real person, and sent him the materials that we had, and we'll see. He said he wants to look over it, and then if he wants to hire us to help him find property in Nigeria, Ibadan. Nigerians are gonna kill me for that one, but yeah. And then also another contract as well. About a month, maybe 2 months ago, we were working on a home services contract for one of my buddies here, where we have one of our licensed professional come. This is private home care. Take care of their relatives, light housekeeping, give medication, take to the doctor's appointments. By God's grace, we were able to get that contract finally. It took a while. It took a long time. But we just let it sit. So she finally signed last night, so we'll probably review the details today, figure out the start date sometime this week. Yeah, so we're gonna get Mariama on there, so that's good. Working on the other contract, and today and tomorrow, early dates. Well, I'm getting out of here a little bit early. Today I gotta go to Gaithersburg, daughter's volleyball, and then tomorrow she got a home game in Jessup, so tomorrow's a little bit easier. Just gonna be a bunch of meetings today, so.
I don't know if by law I can go into the details, but just know that can't fly drones in DC. But it was an eventful weekend, very eventful. I had a shoot. Shout out to Shannon for the recommendation. So the clients were really happy, even in the middle of the shoot. The clients were texting people like, oh, I'm really impressed with your professionalism. So that's something to keep in mind, just the way you show up. So that was really eventful. And then also today, a lot of content to review. I already got some messages in WhatsApp on some titles I have to give and things I have to delegate. So setting up the folders for the week to delegate to different people, making sure I go over long form content, make sure that that's out. So pretty eventful week ahead, and also making sure that following up with the schools I've emailed throughout the week, well last week, following up to see if those can be leads. And yeah, a lot on the agenda with meetings, back-to-back meetings as well. The Monday mastermind for marketing, the MMM meeting as well. That's happening later on today, so eventful day. Didn't think I'd speak that much, but yeah, we'll check in.
All right, so I'm about to call Mariama. She's working the contract for us. Trying to figure out what's going on.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mariama. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, so right now I'm just planning out the day, preparation for the meetings, planning out the day, planning out the goals, and just gave Rain the assignment. We're gonna start filming areas in Colombia, right? So showing neighborhoods in Colombia, and I thought about it too. Also, possibly even looking at, you do the neighborhood, but then also could you get a showing there, right? So, or like a thing. Tuesday would be a little bit tough. I definitely can't go, but yeah, I would say let's do it that way. Good morning, April. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good. This call is being recorded for my vlog. All right, so I saw the text that you sent. The guy was invited for today?
He is, yes.
He's just talking for 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, he's supposed to discuss the programs that would benefit us because Shepherd Pratt has quite a few programs, which is really great. But the ones we were mostly looking at is when we have to refer a client to a higher level of care from our outpatient therapy.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, definitely sounds good. Go ahead.
Yeah, so for instance, there's going to be different things that are serviced at different campuses. And he was going to go into the fact that what is serviced at the Towson campus and what is serviced at Oak Ridge. And he was going to discuss a direct referral methodology for therapists and other clinicians so that we don't have to just send a client to the psychiatric urgent care and have them sit there.
All right, yeah, sure. We'll give him the floor so he can talk 15 minutes and then continue with ours.
Cool, sounds good. I just did a video yesterday with kind of alluding to the IV therapy stuff that you're talking about. I had this idea. I was like, I'm gonna go get all my vitamins out, put them on the counter, and show how you can get all of that in a drip. And say why it's important, because people like me don't absorb everything that well. So.
I like that. That's a very good idea.
I'm creative, you know that about me.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's a very, very good idea. That's a very, very great idea. Okay.
I'm glad you think so.
It was very, very relaxing. We're being recorded right now, but you're not on speaker. Yeah. Yeah, it was very relaxing. Thank you. So just there talking to Carrie Ann, looking at some expenses, some group expenses, and so seeing what materials that we need for the group, et cetera, et cetera. So going to be reviewing there. Yeah, that was pretty much the call, and I realized I get a lot of calls and a lot of interruptions, throughout the day, which is to be expected, right? So. But yeah, just continue to grind on. Another call, I'm calling our FNP/psych nurse, Miss Yvonne, figure out, was she able to meet with Mr. Emmanuel on Saturday. Good morning, Miss Yvonne, how you doing? This call is being recorded for our vlog. Hey, were you able to meet with the client on Saturday?
Yes, I'm gonna put it in. Yes, I did.
Yes! Excellent.
Hey vlog, so we got the new frost on the doors for privacy, so it's coming along. I'm looking at the office from 5-6 months ago. It's always improving. These small little things make a pretty big difference. So yeah, from security to the way things are looking to everything. Change is inevitable and change is good. So here we go. All right. So we're back on the vlog. We're in our MMM meeting. This is our first one, so that is exciting. Yeah, thank you all for joining. This is just to set the tone for the week, and then just to give updates on everything we're working on. And yeah, if I'm missing anything, Frank is here as well.
No, just making sure everything's going well. How y'all doing?
Hi sir, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Let's see here. Victor's not on?
I don't think Victor made it.
Okay, alright. Yeah, no, we're just gonna be, how is it with the assignments and all of that stuff? I guess.
Everything is good, sir, now.
Wonderful. Yeah. This week I have Randy. He's gonna be on assignment doing some real estate stuff for me. And also I asked him to, get back to, giving doing the voiceovers and things of that nature. And so, I didn't have much. I don't know, Randy, any thoughts from last week? Any improvements from last week?
Yeah, it's starting to flow better, so that's a good thing. So, I do have to follow up with Victor just to make sure he was able to complete the folders that I assigned. But other than that, I like how it's flowing with delegating. And I did create your folder, Ranjana, for today. Still uploading as we speak. It should be done, I think, by 1 or 2 p.m. my time, so then everything should be in there. But once I record all the content and I've uploaded everything, I'll definitely send a message in the group chat. So yeah, those were my main updates.
So I just wanted to ask, for the vlogs, are we doing like so at first they did like a whole folder with all the footage, and then I'll go in there and take screenshots and do the thumbnails.
Yes.
But I think this time around it's every day there's a new video, if I'm correct.
Oh yeah, correct. Sorry, I didn't get to update you. It's been a little while, so Victor has been back editing some videos. So now it's split up daily. So Victor and Rajana, have it daily. So yeah, the folders do look different. So yeah. You just have to go through the daily ones now.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is I usually would take screenshots from like different days, so it's like highlighting the whole thing. But when I went to the folder last week, I realized I had to wait for the next day's stuff to come in. So I'm asking this to know the time to go in there to pick my thumbnails. Now, should I wait till the end of the week so I have all the footage in there, or I can just pick some of the days and stuff?
Yeah, so that's a good question. I would say by Thursday, majority of the footage should be there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would say Thursday afternoon would be the best to get the
All right, so we have, you saw the meeting, and so we have our 10 o'clock monthly 10 a.m. meeting. Let's go. All right, hope everyone had a wonderful weekend.
Good morning, and I hope you had a wonderful birthday weekend.
Absolutely.
I hope you read my text and you didn't do any work because Mohammed was hunting me down to sign something, and I said, "Okay, Frank really isn't working."
Yeah. No, Mohammed. So what happened was, I saw your contract, right? It was my birthday on Saturday. Yeah, thank you. I saw it. Again, I'm still debating. I was still debating on whether or not I wanted to extend it to her, right? It was an internal debate on my end. Your first, any issues, concerns?
Everything is fine. Over the weekend, I just completed the CBAR applications and the things we need to attach, such as addendum, the telehealth policies. I just drafted them all. I will be sending to Kerry and for the final review. Then we're gonna have a final meeting with you, so we're good for the submission.
Wonderful. Thank you on that. Any other issues, concerns?
Just from me, Frank. Did you get the invitation I sent you for the Novitas Fair for the role request? I sent it Saturday. Saturday was your birthday, but I sent it over the weekend.
There's another one? No,
You remember we had updated the role for me, and I did the request for you to approve it on the actual portal.
Yeah. Did it go through or?
No, it said the approval needs to approve it.
On the IV part of it, right, there's a couple of things here. Is the staff is not putting in their availability, right? So we need to train them. Hey, put in the availability. RJ, I talked to you earlier, right? To send out another email, right? Hey, staff availability, and then need to figure out how to track the IV intakes when it's done, right? So Yvonne did an IV intake this Saturday, and I'm just I'm breaking in and out. Is that what RJ says?
No, I can hear you well.
Yes, sir. Sir, it might be your end, sir.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I realized that.
Hey, man, sometimes it's my end too. All right. Did you want to sign out and sign back in?
I just had a quick question about the infusion nurses.
Yes, ma'am.
So I have training with Brandy today.
Yes.
And then I met with Yvonne, but I know there's other ones that won't do training with me or have not done it. So does anybody need a Latte Wellness account that I'm good to create one for?
Back what I was saying on the issues here. Staff is not putting in their availability on Vigaro. Okay, woe is me, right? What that means is I got to keep hiring, right? Because I don't want to keep saying, hey, put in your availability. Obviously you're busy, right? And so I think we have another RN nurse as well, right? So RJ, let's set up let's stop going in the blind here. And then the other thing is, before we actually go to that one, is they're not providing the client education piece that we need. So right now I'm gonna force them to read from the website or from the paper. This is what the IV therapy is. These are the benefits of it. These are what things you may benefit from, right? So they're not doing that. So what that is more communication, more training. And then what I was also thinking is, why don't I just hire FNP, right? Basically an FNP right now. I was trying to hire an FNP/psych nurse so they can also do my therapy side. But why not just hire an FNP where they can actually go in, do the IV. They're going to be doing the IV. They can do the intake, and we call it done, right? Like the scheduling of the two people is becoming problematic. But this is all interesting. These are all kind of issues I've dealt with previously, dealing with therapists, so I kind of knew what to get into already, especially with the staffing and all of those things. But I believe that, so that's kind of what we're working on here. So RJ, let's send out another email. Let's see, we'll wait for Chioma, right? We don't have to reach back out to her. Let's say, hey, if we don't hear anything, we're moving on, right? Because I think it's gonna be problematic anyway, right? So let me see here. Let's go to the trustee, start and stop, clinicians. to combat, so we have some unresponsive RNs, right? Right now we have some unresponsive RNs that are not doing trainings, this and this. Hey, I get it, I'm second fiddle, right? This is a part-time job, you're not taking it seriously, it's to be expected. What we're now gonna do is let's hire that same RN role that you have, right? And Indeed, let's do family nurse practitioners. Keep everything else the same rate, $50 per bag. Say you have potential to earn up to $150 per hour, right? Starting off, and then but change it from RN to family nurse practitioner, right? Yeah. And so now what we're doing is, cause see, right now I got to do a two-step process. But now we're gonna make it a one-step where they can do it all and they have to do in there, and then we're gonna entice them with, hey, you can earn up to 150, right, an hour. Let's do that today, please. And then also new hires. Were you able to call psychology today?
So I didn't call, I just tried to do it again, and it lets me do it, but it just lets me do it for like 4 times, and then I just have to wait a couple days. There's not even a phone number for psychology today.
Yeah, that's the most annoying thing. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna get new cards coming out for that one to do that, right? Another hiccup that we're experiencing is that, and I should have had this done a while ago, in therapy notes, we're not able to accept credit card payments from the UK. So there's other options. We have PayPal, we have Square. My only thought is I like to have it all in one, where like when they do the notes, the payment is there so we can easily do the reconciliation, right? You can do 2 separate systems, but it creates a lot of headache. Then you gotta have somebody constantly looking at that, and then, doing all of that, making sure they got the payments and all of that. I mean, I may be overcomplicating it, so let me talk to Vergaro. It's definitely not happening today, but right, we are able to take payments in the UK. I don't know if that's going to be a separate merchant account. I don't know if that's going to even be a separate thing in general, unless, I don't know, are you able, I don't think Square, I don't know. How many clients are we getting? I mean, I don't know. Vergaro or Square. Okay, I don't know. We'll see. But that's kind of where we are with that one, right? Also, the UK number, I guess I'm gonna give you a new credit card, Brianna, to use, right?
Okay.
All right, also we just finished 10 o'clock management meeting, bunch of issues. Issues means policies, a bunch of those things. So now we're gonna jump into our mastermind. Today's mastermind, we have someone from Shepherd Pratt. We're gonna have Nick from Shepherd Pratt joining. Good morning. Part of this is gonna be recorded. How you doing, Nick?
All right. How are you?
I'm great. Yeah, April told me you're joining today. Welcome. Just give folks about 1 or 2 minutes here to join. We also do a weekly vlog, so I'm talking to the vlog thing as well. So we have somebody from Shepherd Pratt. Basically, is going to be explaining us the wonderful services that they offer, and I think a revamped referral process that they have, things of that sort. And we'll also introduce some new, and after Nick leaves, we'll also introduce some new therapists if they are on. As mentioned in the email earlier, we have Nick Elkridge from Shepherd Pratt. Nick, I'll have you take it away.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me. My name's Nick. I'm a local outreach coordinator here for Shepherd Pratt in Maryland. Just so you guys know, my camera's over here, but my big monitor's over here. So I promise I'm not distracted. I just occasionally look where you guys are. So my job as an outreach coordinator is really twofold. Number one is to be out in the community working with practices just like this to educate as to services and offerings that we have as a hospital system here in Maryland, and how we can support you all as a higher level of care resource. But then it's also to help in the actual referral process when you are attempting to refer to higher levels at Shepherd. And so what I thought I'd go through today are kind of the instances where I can be the most helpful, and then open it up to any questions or any clarifications you guys may need. So as a hospital system at Shepherd Pratt, we're typically, I think a lot of people, they know what Shepherd Pratt is. They've heard of Shepherd Pratt. They don't necessarily know what exactly goes on inside. It's kind of like Willy Wonka's factory. Everyone knows it's there, but no one quite knows what's going on. We have over 160 programs that we operate as a behavioral health system. In Maryland, we have 2 hospital centers. One is the Towson campus, which is the one people typically think about. That's our historical campus. The other is our Elkridge location. It's down closer to the we call it our Baltimore, Washington campus. The nice thing about it is that that gives us 2 psychiatric urgent cares, which we'll talk about, 2 locations for inpatient programs, and 2 locations for day hospital programming. All of our physical programs for inpatient and day hospitals happen at those 2 hospital centers.
I'm gonna send it to all teams. So everyone here, just rejoin it. I'm just gonna do it because Nick's on the invite for today. So that means anything we talk about with the note taking would be sent to Nick as well, right? So let me resend it to all teams. Give me 2 minutes. All right, don't worry, it's coming. Okay. All right, and just rejoin. Thank you all. Our IV, we're doing IV vitamin therapy service. Basically, where you deliver IVs, where you deliver vitamins intravenously through the IVs, helps with energy, focus, mental health, brain stimulation, revitalization, recovery, right? We're progressing along. A couple of hiccups, but we were going to do a launch party at the end of September, but I actually did an internal launch. So I did 2 internal launches. We did one for staff. I think Jules was the only staff that joined. Thank you, Jules. We were gonna do like a grand launch. I did one for family over the Labor Day weekend. I think that was good. That served as a launch. So we're gonna be foregoing the grand launch at the end of September, right? So yeah, we're just gonna be jumping right into it because I have my footage, right? Don't need to do another grand launch. I actually want to put the money that you would have spent in the grand launch towards the marketing efforts of it, right? So there's lots of places where you can get them, but what they do is they give you allotment. What an allotment means is we're gonna give you 1 case a week, right? Which is not bad for right now, right? But everywhere there's a national, this is not the only place. But yeah, we'll try your place as well.
I ordered that stuff, so that's what I was asking.
Okay, the actual saline bags, or you ordered the LR bags, right?
But you can order both at this company.
Gotcha. You order by yourself? Or you get it through a prescription? You order through yourself or you have the prescription?
I order them myself. You don't have to have a prescription, funny enough.
Oh, that's interesting. Because, okay, cool. Yeah. So
it's just salt water, and lactated ringers is just like a few more vitamins than the other stuff. So
yeah.
Not something, you don't have to have a prescription for that. You don't have to have a prescription for heparin. You do not have to have a prescription for flushes.
Gotcha.
None of that.
Cool. Yeah, so we're gonna be working through. So these are things that we work through, right? But as we get more in on things. Also, Frederick, we are, where we are right now, we're gonna be moving at the beginning of the month. A place called Venture X Frederick. It's a brand new facility. We're getting 3 office spaces in there, right? Starting October 1st, so our current lease ends right now, the end of September, right? And the reason why we had to move is we just couldn't expand, right? Where we are right now, we can't get any more offices, right? And so, we were actually planning to build our own facility in Frederick like we have in Laurel, or have them build out something out for us in Laurel. There's pros and cons. The pro is, yes, you get more space, you get a lot of things, right? The con, again, I'm looking at security, I'm looking at late hours, office security, et cetera, et cetera. I still don't think right now we're at that point, right, where we have enough staff so like nobody's there alone, right? And at least in Laurel, we have the college and there's always a sheriff outside, right? There's always a sheriff outside one of the parking lots. Frederick, it wouldn't be like that. I mean, you're not alone. There's like where we were, there's like a primary care. It's a really good place. But let me play it cautious for now, right? And these things create a nightmare, or not a nightmare, but a headache, is because it takes a while to get a new license and they want to see that you're settled in at the place. And so we'll probably just stick here, and if we do eventually go to the other place, we'll go, right? But they have, I think, over 100 offices at this place. Yeah, just closing out for the day. Short days today. Real short, I gotta go pick up my daughter. Miscommunication with my wife. I thought she was getting there. She thought I was getting there. And then we head out to Gaithersburg, then get home, probably eat dinner, do some more work. Yeah, bunch of projects to do this week, man. So today, meetings, just the meeting gauntlets, which is always fun, right? Yeah, just meetings. So yeah. y'all. Frank Latte with the Latte Wellness Group. Thanks again for watching. Please stay tuned for more, and remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you.